Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
Peacey Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, Peacey Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, Peacey Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact Peacey Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Welcome, everybody. It's the GT Champions International GT Series. We're back. It's round number 5 at Monza Raceway, Monza Circuit, whatever you want to call it. It's the Temple of Speed, I think. It's got all kinds of good nicknames. But no, it's not Temple of Speed. That's someone else, isn't it? No, that is here. Okay, good. That is here. Good. See, that's why there's 2 of us here. Someone has to keep me on top of things. So, welcome everybody. It's Monza. It's going to be an interesting race today. Of course, it's our IGTS multi-class racing. So we've got GT3s and GTP cars out on the track to race today. Championships are still not decided, of course. We're only just halfway through the rounds. But I'm Chris. I'll be bringing you your play-by-play. Fry will be here a little bit late, but he did tell me he was going to come. Pix is here doing all the work in the background, and Aton out in the ether doing whatever Eton does on a Saturday morning. I'm assuming he's doing some kind of broadcast somewhere, but anyway, thanks for coming aboard, folks. So Monza, nice long circuit, just over 3.5 miles. 3 chicanes, a couple of right-handers, and then we've got parabolica at the end of the track and just some long straights, which is a great chance for the drivers to, grab a drink of water, let go of the steering wheel so they're not white-knuckled the entire way. But anyway, Earl Bamber, a couple years ago in Cadillac, set the fastest record of 1:37.2. And during practice, there were some people that were close. There's people that are close, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes with them. After today's race, we will head to Sebring, which I think, in my opinion, may be some of the best racing we see this season. I mean, all these tracks are great, but that track just has some real character to it that the good drivers know how to find. We'll be at Sebring, then Spa, then Interlagos, and we will finish up June 27th at Daytona. That'll be fun. Under the lights. Woohoo! That'll be good. Shout out to our folks at Detailing Group and SiteScan 3D. They are our cash prize sponsors for the series. So there will be a cash prize for the GTP overall winner, who currently is our leader winner, who's currently Sam Cook. And then for our GT3 class, they will get also a prize, and that currently is to buy a sec, but not by a lot. So there's definitely some work for these drivers to do, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So big shout out to them. You can go check them out, detailinggroup.com and sitescan3d.com. Of course, we have our folks at Peacey Systems who have been here for a while with us now. They're great. The call center service that they provide is really awesome. Go check them out, pcsystems.com. Ask for Richard, tell them I sent you, and they can help you out. Good group of people over there. And of course, the folks over at Origin Micro. In fact, I was just on the phone with Don Doney just yesterday, and he has a friend who, a buddy of his that is into sim racing. So he'll be calling me later today to see about getting into some racing. So it's fun to see everybody out there just having a blast doing that, and having our global sponsor Origin Micro out there repping GT champions and helping us out here. It's awesome. And of course, we have the other supporters that we have out here. Here you can see some of them who have donated. Some once, some multiple times. So thank you to all of our supporters who offer to support us. It really does take a village to keep our stuff going. So really appreciate it. All right, so winners coins. Who wants them? These things are pretty great. Got a box of them here, and there'll be 4 of them awarded to 4 different championship winners for this. We have our GTP overall champion. We'll have our GTP Pro-Am champion, and then the same thing for the GT3 class, the overall and the Pro-Am. So should be really good. All right, track temperature today, folks, 109.4 right now. It's been climbing. It was 90 degrees when the practice session opened. It is a scorcher out there. It's only like 78 degrees outside, which is pretty warm, right? It's comfortable. It's doable. Track temperature is almost 110 degrees. Oh, this is going to be hard for these guys. Pix, what was that? I was going to write it down. What was that fastest lap by that GTP driver a couple of years ago? Sorry to put you on the spot. I know we're doing qualifying, but I wanted to see if anyone's close. It was like at a 143 or something like that. 137.290 in a GTP car. Okay. That has been blown away by 4 of the drivers so far in the GTP class. So these guys are putting it down right now. I'll tell you what. We've got Marko Tulevsky, who if he sticks around the rest of these series, he's really going to give Sam Cook some trouble for the championship. Sam's going to have to really work at it. This guy is quick. Here's David Hertling, who's currently the GT3. I think he's the GT3 leader, isn't he? Now I have to. Oh, it is Tobias. You're right. But David Hertling is really, really close. He's right. Oh yeah, he's right behind him by 8 points. So Tobias does not just get to walk away with this championship. He's got some real fighters coming after him. So that'll be really good. And there is Youssef Ahmed, and he pulls in 3rd so far in qualifying. Marko Tulevsky's got the fastest lap, 135.8, and David is a 135.9. So they are less than 100th of a second apart from each other. So we'll have to see how they pull it together. Here we go, across the line. Wow. Jeez, he improves even more. 135.7. Wow. Okay, these guys are throwing it down. There's my favorite livery on a GT3 car, or one of them, I should say. Scott Edwards, Jakob Fury here, one of our previous champions. Let's go, Jack. Let's go, Jack. Jack moves from 10th to 9th on the board thus far. The spread is about 2.5 seconds between the GT3 drivers. David Hertling, bang, to the top. Nice, David Hertling. He throws a 147.0. He's just about 100th of a second or 10th of a second faster than Tobias. And let's see if Ahmed does anything. Ahmed's still sitting in third. And Tobias looks like he's down on all of his sectors, so we won't see him improving his time. He's like, yep. Hannum do. He's gotten some improvement there. He was in 6th. Where does he go from here? Hannum goes to 5th. Hey, one more spot. Still the same row, but he'll get to be on the outside line of it, so that'll be good. All right. So it's done. It's ready. Here we go. Marco Talevsky and David are going to be on the first row. Youssef and Vincent on row 2. Row 3, you've got Bastian and Rafael Rodriguez. And then on row 4, you're going to have David Hertling and Tobias side by side for that for the GT3 class there. That'll be fun. Right after them, you've got Hannum and Jakob, Brandon and Jordan, Jack and Marcus, Sajin and Scott Edwards. And I think that's it. The battle of the countries, the battle of the teams, the battle of the drivers, all coming together. This is a short run. The drivers start the grid just before Ascari. So I'm going to run over there and give them a quick little driver rundown. And y'all can well, you won't be able to hear me because I'm going to be on a different microphone, but anyway, hang on a second there, folks. Actually, I'm going to let you hear me because it makes just more sense for you to hear me since I'm the only one here, right? That seems like the nice thing to do because you don't have to, because you're not going to hear me the whole rest of the race. So, all right. Hello, drivers. Yes, I did hear your radio check. Welcome aboard. It's time. We're at Monza. It's hot as can be out on the track. 111 degrees outside and only getting hotter. So be patient. Remember, GT3 pole sitter. Please hang back a few corners from the GTP class so we can make sure we get a good shot of your race start as well. You can start when you get under the bridge at the start of coming out of Parabolica. GTP drivers, you will go on the lights as per usual. Good luck going into turn 1. Remember, you guys are going to be hitting that thing, not necessarily at full speed, but you'll be pretty close. And just give yourself some space. Be patient. Have a good race. Love you guys. Good luck. And talk to you soon. All right. Yep, I think I'm getting I'm sorry, I've just had a question from one of the drivers, but I didn't hear him. So if he asks again. All right, so Sam, Eli, Vincent, Samuel, and David are your top 5 in the GTP class.
And Sam
So
is not here, so that
they're
would be
going to
good
have
for Vincent.
Pardon me. And then in the GT3 championship, Tobias, David, Juan Rodriguez, and Louis Butler, Louis, that's what he goes by, and Javi Sierra. Those are your top 5 there in the GT3 class. All right, we can see the GTP cars making their way around Parabolica. They're going to get the green lights any second, and there are 6 of these dudes headed straight into the first chicane. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully the The GT3 drivers are doing okay back there. And we got green lights. Here we go. 3 wide. Okay. Jockeying for position. We go 4 wide. I dare you. All right, here we go. On the brakes. On the brakes. Hold it together, everybody. Okay. All right. Through the first chicane they go. Little jockeying around. Ahmed and Vincent, or Youssef and Vincent, duking it out there. And nice clean start from them as they head into the first chicane. Oop, a little side by side still, but here come the GT3 cars. About ready to head out. And wow, this is getting nice up here. Youssef, Vincent, David, they're all there. And green lights for the... Wow, look at that. David got a great start there. The 2 DGG Ferraris. Makes sense to bring a Ferrari to this track. All right, this is where we have to hang in there, guys. Keep it together. Nice and clean. Everybody can make it through. Hey, look at this. That's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. Way to go. All right. So David Hertling still takes Tobias into the first corner, and he's going to keep on the lead. Whoa. Yeah. Looked like David went a little bit wide there on that one. There's Vincent in that blue and white car right there. Oh, a little smoke on the brakes. Little too hot into Parabolica.
That's on me.
He's going to fall all the way back. Woof. All right, Vincent holds it back together. I'm sure he is not happy about that little maneuver, and he'll be kicking himself for that later. We'll see how it goes. But in the GT3 class, David still leads Tobias, who leads Eric Hall's band that we're focused on right there, and Dennis Bench is right behind him. So got a good solid pack there in the up in the front. Ooh, Ascari, probably one of the hardest corners to get through without making a mistake. You get a little greedy and it's there. Oh, there he goes. Vincent gets back underneath Raphael. Oh, actually, he was just ahead of him when he came out of Parabolica, so I take that back. Look at that, a Lamborghini. How dare you bring that to the Monza? I kid. Sajan Arulian running in 8th, the lone Lamborghini. Remember, these drivers can pick and choose any car they want to race for the series. So they can change cars. Some of the drivers said they're going to... Oh, I thought Eric was going to run right into the back of Dennis. That was close. And around they go, heading for the second chicane. It has a name, but I can't pronounce it. I tried. I honestly did. I even did Google and said, tell me how to say it. And I still couldn't get it the words. But into the Nesmos, right-hander, one more right-hander, and then they're going to head down. But look at that. Tobias. I like Tobias having to work at this one. David Hertling having a great run. He's got a nice solid gap there, 2.5 almost. Oh, a little pressure here. Eric Hallsman looking to make a move. Is he going to be late on the brakes to get in there? He does not. Thinks better of it. Ascari is a place, if you get that just a little wrong, your run out of this corner will just get you eaten alive by the time you get to the final corner. So nice that he gets to have that back in play. Got another chance. Hold it together. Come through Parabolica. Get a good... Hang back a little bit. Get a good run on him in the slipstream. White lines on the tracks? Who needs those? That Merc looks like it is just ready to pounce. He's right on him. Is he going to go? Not this time. He says, well, we have an hour and 10 minutes to do this race. Maybe I'll just wait a little bit. Oh, a little side by side with Scott and Sajan and bumpity bumpity. Hang on there, guys. What the wait, what was that? Hold on a sec. It looked like the one car went off the track and hit the other car, but it looked like he was like 5 feet away from him. I guess we'll see. So it looked like that Merc went off the track. Oh no, Sajan got a piece of Scott's the rear end of Scott's car. Did Scott Okay, so Sajan is moving to the right. Oh yeah. That one's all Sajan all day. Oh, Scott. Oh. Did Scott tow? No, he's still on the track. All right, so Jack sitting in 7th place. He's the driver with the most positions gained so far of 2. Oh, here we go. Here's a move. Nope, not a move. That's Rafael Rodriguez and Bastian duking it out for the last position, P5. These guys are all going to get great results as long as they get through half the race. Some good points. Already, the the back markers in GT3 are being assaulted by the GTP drivers. Where's everyone going to go? Raphael's like, I can't get around you. The leader, though, is coming up to the rest of the pack of GT3 cars. So we're going to see our first set of mixed cars. Eric digging in there, trying to get to Eric. Oof. He looks calm, cool, and collected. He doesn't look like he's sweating. He doesn't look like he's stressed out. Into Ascari. Borrow some of those sausage curbs a little bit. Get on the gas right here. Oh, he's getting a great exit. Oh, he's getting a great exit. All right, Eric. What you got for Dennis? Now, he's in a great spot right here because being on the outside at Parabolica is not a bad place to be because you can get a nice momentum coming through that corner. Oh, he's got company on the outside. Wow. Here they come. Leaders are flying through the pack. This is the longest overtake in history. It's taking him forever to get around him. Those Ferraris were built for this track, but there we go. Eric moves up into the podium places, pushes Dennis back a little bit. Here's Mr. Teleski, 3.6 seconds up the road from Yusuf. He is moving. David Hertling still has a nice gap, 2 seconds to Tobias. It is crazy the amount of grip that these GTP cars have over the GT3 cars. It's insane. Now I don't know, Pix, if you follow the Gran Turismo stuff that much. The next update that's coming out, they're dropping 4 brand new GTP cars and the Porsche Cup car as the safety car.
Yeah, I saw that. And finally, the user base deserves those ones a long time ago. So yeah, it's a good update.
Yeah. So there's going to be about 1,000 GTP leagues going
Yeah.
once those cars come out.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad that they brought the Porsche Cup car out as a safety car. I mean, that would have been really cool to just have the Cup car. Come on. Well, they don't get it all right, but at least there's going to be, 4 new GTP cars.
Yeah.
I think it's the Ferrari, the Peugeot, the BMW, and I don't think it was the Cadillac. What was it? Maybe it is the Cadillac. No, I think it's the Acura, or maybe it's one of those two. It's not all 5 of them. It's just 4 of them. But look at these 3. They're having a little bit of fun back here. That's Hannum Dew in the Porsche chasing down Jack and Brandon. They've got Jakob Fury up there in 5th, right in front of them. So there's still a fair amount of points up here on the table. Oh no! What did David do? Oh, just a little bit of gravel. He just thought he might throw little rocks at Tobias to see if he could throw him off his game. Yeah, nothing big there. Oh, we're gonna jump on board with Marco here. Okay, let's go. He'll have to get around Scott Edwards at some point. Scott's like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna drive. First 2 turns in the first chicane. This one's long and fast, and I remember dying on this corner right here when my wheel gave out on me once. Went straight to the wall. That was super fun. Then down into turns 4 and 5, which are the second chicane with a really cool Italian name I don't know. Then into turns 6 and 7, which are the Nesmos 1 and 2. Lesmo? I think it's an L. Keep it together. Here we go. Roll it out there. And then all the way down this big, long straight all the way under the bridge. That's the old oval racetrack right there. Into Ascari, which is turns 8 and 9 and 10. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And then all the way down to Parabolica, which is a really interesting corner. And a lot of people just think it's just a right-hand corner, but it's sharp at first, and then it kind of widens out a little bit, but you still can't always go flat out. You got to roll it out there. Oop, did I just hear someone on the radio? Hey, let's check in and see what was going on there. It sounded like this is Race Direction. What's up? I guess they didn't have anything to say. All right, well, race cars. Race cars are good stuff. What does that say? Super lap, super lap, super lap, super lap, super lap. I wonder if that's how many super laps he's gotten. Ooh, who's right in front of him? Is that Jakob? We're on Linder's car, so that's gonna be Brent.
Yeah, he's blinking. Not right now, though.
Yeah, they're talking about Brandon. They're saying that Brandon is blinking a little bit. That's Brandon in the Corvette there, the white car. They're saying he's blinking. I haven't seen anything yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. It's so weird hearing that Corvette sound like that. They needed a different exhaust. Definitely have some little packs of racing going on. So these drivers are having themselves a good old time. As a racer, it's yeah, it's fun to win the race, but it's also a lot of fun just to be in the race. And it doesn't matter where you're battling. If there's somebody up there in front of you, you get on it. It's all about trying to improve and grow and be better. That's the only way you can do it. You said for Marco? No, Marco's 4 seconds away, so that's David, yeah. Nice little battle for second happening here. Don't drive in those mirrors, Youssef. Just look at the road. It's interesting how Youssef's BMW has the lights on, but David's Porsche does not have lights on. And I thought the cars all just had them on all the time, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Marco's in the Acura. So the Acura has its lights on, the BMW, but the Porsche and the Cadillac don't. There's Vincent's Cadillac, and it doesn't have the lights on.
You see, they're on, but they're not as bright. So I guess.
Oh, you're right. There is something on there. It's like the running lights.
Yeah, just
okay.
Yeah.
Marco making a name for himself in the series today, holding the fastest lap on the track, a 136.9. Fastest in the GTP class right now is a 147.7, and that's being held by David Hertling himself, who's leading the race. So, but what's interesting is the off-track count is kind of high for everybody. I'm really hoping that's a carryover from practice, because that seems like people are getting a little too greedy on the corners.
So we have a new lap record for GT Champions by David Hertling.
Hey, a 148. Yeah, David Hertling has got the new fastest lap over Ken Copeland from that's a GT3 Open. That was 2 seasons ago, I think. David, stop it. Wow. Well, you know what? The reason why these guys pull lap times and why they're all the way up at the front is because they use all and then a little bit more of the track. So we got to be careful. If you get all 4 tires past that white line, you're going to get an off track. And the last thing David needs is a drive-through penalty for that. So he'll have to be careful. They all do. This is such a fun track.
Marco might get a drive-through if he keeps this up.
He's got the most. Well, him and Sajan have the most at 12, but we don't know if that's actual. Oh, he just got another off track. I just saw it pop up, and then so did Youssef, and then Marco again. What is going on? Where are these guys going off track at?
Yeah, it's off tracks and.
Oh, it could be something like this. Oh.
That shouldn't be an incident point.
Well, I guess we'll see. If the drivers have had, all the time they want to practice these racetracks and figure out where the penalties are and are not. So if they get a black flag, then that's on them. Look at these three. These three have been together, battling for this 5th spot for a while. Jack Linder in that black Merc is up 3 spots in the race. Biggest mover out of all of the groups is Jack. Hannon lurking there in the background behind Brandon. trying to get up there. You got Jakob, and they're all in different cars: BMW, a Merc, a Corvette, and a Porsche. I don't know what happened to Jordan Butler. He's back there a little ways. That BMW is a really nice race car. I really like driving that car. I haven't raced the Mercedes. I'm not even sure if I own that car. Someday I want to own all the cars, all the tracks, and just be able to race anything I want whenever I want.
That would be cheaper than buying one by one.
Yeah, probably. My knee has finally gotten back to mostly normal. Finally. It's taken 3 months. I haven't even sat in my... The only people that put any hours into my sim rig are the boys I had over from my church group, their 7 to 9-year-old boys. And they were over here. We were playing games, and I let each of them get onto the simulator and drive around. And I put them in an MX-5 on Bristol, so they can just drive in circles and go through a bunch of corners, like go through the corners quickly, stuff. And the shortest, smallest kid, I had to put pillows behind these kids so that they could sit in the seat and reach the pedals. And all the older boys were coming in and crashing the car and everything. This little kid sat down, and he just schooled them all. I'm like, have you done this before? He goes, no. I'm like, he's a liar. He has to. But like, he didn't know how to shift. I had to, show him how to do that. But he kept the car off the wall. He was down on the line. I'm like, he's doing good. Here we go, Hannah. On the brakes. No! Ouchie mama. And that Brandon is going to be uptight, because that was a... Well, let's see. I guess we need to see from behind, because maybe... This is a Scari, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, Hannah just wasn't there yet. Hannah's trying to get his nose. Well, maybe. Can you back it up one more time, just so I can take a look? Yeah, he wasn't there. That was a dive right into the corner. Yeah, Hannah's gonna know about that. Ugh. Brandon's like, we're having such a great race right now. Of course, Jakob's like, sweet, until he just lost his 5th position to Jack. But at least he doesn't have the other 2 coming after him right away. Never mind, I take it back. He's going to try to get this spot back. Too wide through the corner. It's totally doable. Oh! I was going to say it's totally doable unless you're Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton.
And they one on top of the other.
Yeah, exactly. We just drive my car over.
Jakub needed to leave a little bit more space there.
It was close, definitely close. He got lucky that the Merc stayed straight, and it kind of turned the BMW back towards the racing line, so he didn't spin all the way around. So he can get back there. He's not that far away. But now, who's that behind him? Oh, it's Hannum. So Hannum now is right behind Jakob. Jack Linder now up 4 spots into P5. He's having a good race today. What's going to happen here? Oh, split the knee! Let's go! Wow! Those guys are just like, wait a minute. Oh, no! Hannum not having a great... Oh, my gosh! Oh. Maybe it's good that there's not as many cars on the track right now, because this is a little wild. All right, we're going to watch this into the corner. All right, so they got through this part just fine. He stays way over to the right, leaves plenty of room. Oh, I think he thought he was clear. Yep, he thought he was clear.
Left more space.
Dunk. Oh, man, both of them are going to have damage from that one. But I don't see anybody pitting. Oh, Jakob Fury did pit. You know what? You might as well. I mean, you can go the rest of the race from here, but I don't know about these tires. Track temperature, 115 freaking degrees. It's getting toasty out there. If Fry were here, you know exactly what he's going to tell all these guys. Get tires. All right, David, what you got? Making some moves on Marco. Oh, it doesn't get any closer than that. Woo. New race leader. Nope. I take that back. It still shows Marco. Okay, that was for P2. Oh, was that Youssef that he was? Oh, okay. His car looks just like Marco's. I was like, wait a minute, how did he catch Marco? Okay, I just heard on radio that I think Jordan said he's giving Brandon the position back. So I think he was all of a sudden I can't think of the word. It starts with an R. My brain's not processing today. I was up way too early. Way too early this morning. I had a server issue dealing with all day yesterday, and then I had to get up at 5-something in the morning to do an upgrade on this thing, and I get up and I'm trying to get access to the system and I can't get anything. And they're like, they reached out to me at 7 a.m. They're like, hey, how'd it go? I'm like, it didn't, because you guys broke my connection. Yes, I got up early for nothing. All right, Brandon up to 6th. Was it Jack that? Who was he in position back to? It must have been somebody else. It must have been Hannum. Okay. Let me take a... Of course. I'm on top of it. Let me see if I can figure some stuff out here. So looking, these incident points look awful high for some of these drivers. Obviously it's not right because, well, actually we set the incident points to 18 before you get it's normally 16. We set it to 18. So if Talevsky gets one more, presumably, if those are right, we'll see him have a black flag and we'll have to do a drive-through. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to look and see what they actually have. Yeah, I have it. I don't have the pro subscription to look at the race control, so I can't see it. I used to when I was actually driving race cars. I was like, well, I'll save a few bucks by not paying for that while I'm busy here. Okay, look at this. All right, Jordan Butler all over Hannum's case, and there's Marcus coming up behind them in his little McLaren. He likes that car. Him and Scott Edwards have raced pretty much the same car. Actually, I think Scott Edwards ran the AMG once, but we're almost 30 minutes into this race, so we only got about 40 minutes to go, 41 minutes to go. So they have plenty of time, but that track temperature is getting hotter. 116.6 now. Woof. It is smoking out. How hot is it gonna get? We had one race. I don't remember when it was, Pix, but remember we had one race and it got like 30 degrees or something. Yeah. They were like, Chris, how did you do that? I'm like, I have no idea. If it gets that hot, these guys aren't gonna know what to do with themselves. They're gonna have to pit twice. Like, it's gonna be. Now the good news is, most of the chicanes are mid-speed corners. I'm sorry, That Ascari's a mid-speed. The other ones are much lower speed ones, and it's just a lot of straights, so it's not going to really terrorize the tires that much. You know, when they're just going straight. But it's going through those corners where they get under load, and then you get all that extra heat into the tires.
Rafael Rodriguez retired, so I guess he did keep having network problems.
Oh no, we did lose him. What happened to Rafael? Well, Rafael, come and watch the race. I know you can't hear me if you're not already in here listening. Oh man. I love the fact that as I get older, I can say things that are just kind of dumb, and I have an excuse now, and I can just say I'm old. 80, almost 80 degrees outside, 117 degree track temperature. Wow. What is that in Celsius? I don't know. If it's 117, that's 47 degrees Celsius. So for those of you that are looking, that's really hot.
How much did you say?
That's 47.
Come on now. No. What did you? Which one in Fahrenheit? Which one?
117 degrees Fahrenheit equals 47 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
I did the math. I was like, I ain't gonna get this one wrong. I Googled it.
I thought you said the 79.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 500 degrees on the racetrack today. So I'm curious what the tire difference is going to look like when you've got the mid-engine cars as opposed to the front-engine cars. You've got the Merc and the BMW, right? The rest of them are all mid-engine cars. And I'm wondering what the tire difference will be for those drivers, because it could be pretty interesting. Oh, it sounds like we may have a visitor. Hey, what's going on, my guy?
I'm just trying to figure out if this is a race or if it's the traffic I've been dealing with to get to the freaking Walmart.
Well, it's been an interesting race.
I've at least been watching, but it's hard to chime in on the chat as you're screaming down the highway at 70 miles an hour. So, you know, I refrained. But
you drive 70 miles an hour in horrendous traffic?
If you're trying to get around it, yes.
Getting around it. Going off track a little bit, Fry, to try to get to where you're going.
Look, I know it says the highway is 3 lanes wide. I see 5 lanes, so I'm not sure. I guess that's based on opinion. But yeah, it's very relatable to real life watching this race.
I'm with you. These guys are having fun.
Could you imagine if we had to steward real life?
If we what? Oh, okay, I'm with you.
Real life.
There's a name for that. Yeah, there's a name for that.
Yeah, I think it's called. What do they call it when you're driving all pissed off?
No. To steward that, there's a name. It's called forensic something.
Forensic studies.
Yeah. Traffic policeman or something.
There you go. Oh, all the way around the outside. Brandon's like, "Thank you." What are we gonna have here? A 3-way train. That Merc should get the best out of all of them on this, with those cars pushing all the air out of the way. Is he moving? You thinking? Yep, he's gonna do it. Late on the brakes. Is he gonna try to get a twofer? Oh, that was close. That was a nice move. That was a nice move, Jordan. Well done. He is now up 1 position from the start of the race. Brandon's up 1 position. Jack is up 4 positions. Hannum there in that little Porsche, he's lost 3. So he's trying to find a way.
Monza's never boring, that's for sure. And yes, due to recent things that I heard on the broadcast, I think every race it should be like 120 degrees, and then that way the track temperature will skyrocket, and people will have no choice. They will have to change tires.
So, for your information, you don't get to pick what the temperature is outside. It's just cold, normal, and hot. Like you just
select,
get to choose.
Select Florida weather. There you go. It's just hot all the time. And when you think no, it can't get hotter, it does.
Mm-hmm. And we have that super El Nino coming this summer to a world near you, and that's going to make things really dicey and all over this planet. I don't even know what it's going to do. There's going to be areas that are normally wet. They're going to be drought. It's going to be vice versa. Oh, look at that. In goes Jordan Butler. He's going to pull the trigger. He got around. Who did he get around? Did he get around Hannum? Yeah, he got around Hannum. Hannum's still out there. So let's see. Is Jordan taking tires? He better.
Well, if you've never
There he
felt
goes.
150% humidity, come to Florida during the Nino season.
And that was I was reading up on it, not to sidetrack too much, but when there's a super El Nino, the last one was in the 1800s. And when a super El Nino happens, it changes the weather across the planet. And they said that we 100% will have a super El Nino because the Pacific Ocean is almost 2 degrees Celsius warmer than it's supposed to be. And it's like a half to 3/4 of a degree more than when it's an El Nino, which was what makes it a super El Nino, I guess. But they also said that the hurricanes in the Atlantic will be next to nothing this season.
Yeah,
That's how much it's going to change things.
We didn't get nothing last year, so I'm quiet before the storm feeling.
Wait, there were some hurricanes last year.
They had 13 named storms, 5 actual hurricanes, none of which hit the United States. They all just go out in the Atlantic and turn around and do a bunch of donuts and stuff.
All right, well that's good.
Yeah, it's someone did agree with me here. It's like, look, we don't want the devastation. We don't want anybody to get hurt or lose their homes, and we want all the animals to be okay and everything to be fine. But there is something about a hurricane coming by that you're just like, it's going to be a good 3 days. It's all right. It's a good time.
You're so like, if I have to work outside, I get a couple days off.
Yep. A lot of people, they close roads. A lot of people don't have to go to work. We get some time off. And, again, we don't want the destruction, but we don't mind 3 days of 100 mile an hour wind with some rain. It's honestly an experience. It would be, if you could make it a ride, people would go to it just to like live through a hurricane and see what it's like. So don't recommend it though.
I didn't live through a hurricane. I came to Florida right after Hurricane Andrew, which like devastated Miami. Was it Andrew?
Yeah. Andrew was.
It was in
Dora,
like 90.
The Dora was the first one, I think, back in 60s and 70s, and then Andrew was the next big one in the 90s.
Yeah.
And we haven't.
And I came there about 5 months after that hurricane was over. But I was in Central Florida in Wauchula. I like to call it the armpit of Florida. And I remember being there when a hurricane came across. It ended up being a tropical storm by the time it got there, but it had an eye on it still. And I remember sitting in my apartment, and we weren't going anywhere, looking out the window and watching all the trees bent over to one side, bent over to the right as the wind is just beating on them and stuff, and they're all bent to the right. And then everything calms down. You walk outside, you look up, and it's blue skies when you're in the eye.
Yeah, for about an hour or two.
Yep. And then it starts getting dark again. You go back inside, and then all of a sudden, now all the trees are blowing the opposite direction as the other side of the eye wall hits it. And you're just like, this is so weird. But it gets so quiet and scary.
Yeah, definitely. That's why a lot of us are like, we didn't even get nothing last year. Like, we keep saying it, this is going to be our year. It's every 30 years that Florida seems to get a really big hurricane, and we've surpassed that. We're 30 plus at this point. So we're all just kind of calmly waiting on. Yeah, y'all say it's a quiet season, but you also told me we had a 10% chance of rain, and it rained for 8 hours straight. So I don't know if I trust the weather guys too much.
Well, speaking of too much, this David Hartling has got too much of a gap to P2, 26 seconds. He is destroying that field. He's got Tobias so far behind him. Tobias did pit, though. So Tobias is in 4th, but Dennis, Jack, and David have not pit. So it'll be interesting to see what the... yeah, he's 26, 30, almost 40 seconds ahead of Tobias right now. It looks like the pit stop for GT3 cars is... Well, Tobias's was a 15-second. I don't know that he took tires, because the other cars that I saw took tires were 26 seconds. So maybe Tobias is looking for a little extra time, thinking he's going to two-stop this thing. But I don't know. There we go. Jakob Fury coming across the
least amount of time on pit road as possible. The pit delta is brutal at this place.
Yeah. Marko Talevsky comes in for some fuel and tires. Yep, smart move at a track with 113 degrees. Bastian stays out in the Porsche. Well, actually didn't stay out. He's just out still. Be coming through Parabolica here. I'm gonna guess he's probably gonna pit. We'll see. Doesn't look like it. He's hanging it out there. He wants to say, I let her race.
I was about to say he probably was going to until the leader did. Now he's like, well, at least I get the lead.
Yeah.
The leader is right behind him. So you know, you're just looking back like, well, yeah, that gap's about to disappear. But again, he did get to lead a lap.
He did.
And I know that feeling. It's great.
Sebastian right here is the only one that has not pit in the GTP class. So once he does, everything will straighten out. Marco will be back to the lead. Marco with a 7-second gap to David in 3rd. And then another 14 seconds to Youssef in 4th. So that's interesting. The GTP class, David Hertling still leading. David, Eric, and Dennis have not pit yet. So they still need to do that. Tobias is in 4th behind those guys by a good, I don't know, 40 seconds. So we'll see how it all straightens out. There are some people that think that they can go the whole race. I mean, the GT3 cars, I guess, can, if you do it right, can go the whole race without having to take fuel. But I don't know how they're going to do that with a track temperature at almost 115 degrees now.
And not a place where you can exactly save a whole bunch of fuel.
Yep. Now, this track temperature may cool down some because there is cloud cover that's starting to come in. You can see that it's not as bright and sunny.
Oh, it's going to rain, isn't it? What'd you do,
No,
Chris?
no, it's not going to rain. Ain't nobody got time for that. No. But you can see the clouds in the sky right there. The clouds are going to come in. That should, if they get lucky, if they can get enough cloud cover, it can help cool the track down some. Give them a little bit more grip. And Marco has not come to play, man. He's come to win. Jeez, man. Scott, I know you're going to go watch this later. You better have your game on for Sebring next week. Because this dude is putting down the freaking times, man. And if we look at this here, David is really close to Marco again. Their pit stop difference was only about 3. Oh, Marco just got it off track. There's only about a 3-second gap between 1st and 2nd. So, this should be interesting.
That should only be a half off track. I mean, he was only half off track.
Pix, do we have an indicator pop up on the timing tower when someone has a meatball or a black flag? I forget if that pops up on the timing tower. We're checking.
Yeah, we took it off like for a mid-roll in the timing yet. Not in the tower. I get it in the in my timing.
Oh, okay.
Looks like
on top of it. We'll know if it happens.
Yesterday we kept getting dings. You know, people had off tracks. Usually when we do the replay, it's possibly bad. And car after car after car, they just kind of slightly went a little wide. Like that was it.
Yeah.
We were like, see, we don't just show wrecks.
That looks like watermelon fenders. Looks like it's got 2 giant watermelons on the front of his car. Now David's gonna hear about that. He's like, we gotta make a change to this car. We cannot have watermelons on there. I'm sure that's what he sees. But look at oof. Who was that? No, we're on with. Oh, what happened today? Oh, he lost the lead.
That was like a major off. He had such a gap.
He lost. Wait, that's weird. Let's go see. Where did he go? There's Tobias in second.
Just going a little wide.
Oh, they're too wide into the chicane. Yeah, we need to be on board from the back because it looks like I think the Ferrari and him got together on the exit of this. Oh, yeah. We might have to go back and take a closer look at that one. But I feel like the Ferrari got unsettled off the sausage curbs and kind of walked out into the track. And, oh, David Hertling was leading this race for the longest time. Now, look who's leading the race now. Eric Hallsband, but he hasn't pit yet. So if he can get that AMG to go the distance, he's got 22 seconds on these guys. If he can make it last for the next 20 plus minutes, then maybe he can win this race. I don't know. 70 minutes is a lot to ask for a GT3 car without taking tires or fuel. And some of these drivers, you know, just in watching them and learning some of their strategies and whatnot, some of them know, they're like, this track is going to be hot. This is going to be a one-stop. I am not going to try to no-stop this race. So they will under-fuel the car so that they can have less weight on the car to get them through the first stint. And so that means they may have to take more fuel during the pit stop, but they're going to have, you know, they're going to have a lighter car, a little faster, a little easier on the tires.
You can tell by David's livery that his strategy is melancholy.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Hey, before you came on board and into the booth, we were talking about how Gran Turismo dropped 4 of those GTP cars, or they will. What the heck? Pix just went ballistic with the laughing. That's funny. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was not me.
Oh, there he goes. All right, Fry. What are you gonna do? Which one of the GTP cars are you gonna buy when they come out?
I'm really hoping they have the Cadillac, but all of them. So
well, they're not all of them. It's either the Acura or Cadillac that's gonna be missing from the group.
Yeah, I didn't see. I mean, I think we're a couple weeks away from update. I thought it was going to come out like this week, but I think it's a couple weeks away. But yeah, I mean, even if I hate the cars, which I do for most of their updates, I still buy them. You have to buy all the cars, and trust me, I'm not close. There's still a whole bunch of group cars I don't have, and a lot of Mercedes that I don't have because I won't buy them unless I need the car. I have to have it. Nope.
Yep. Well, it's going to be the BMW, the Porsche, the Ferrari, and the Peugeot. Those are the 4 that are coming. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun to.
So I wonder if it's not so much a GTP car as a hypercar.
That's what. These are the GTP hypercars. I mean, it's the exact same. The Porsche that you're looking at on the track here right now, and What is Marco driving? Marco's in the Acura, so that one's not there. But that green one there, that's the Porsche. It's the same exact car as that one.
Well, at least they're giving us new cars, and
Yep.
it's not some car from 1982 that they made 10 of and nobody cares.
It's not a little van.
A van, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But would you guys like another electric SUV for a racing game? Oh, you know we would.
Yeah, Nissan Murano or something.
Oh yeah. Now the last car that they gave us, it was like it's a crap car, but if you engine swap it, put a wide body on it, oh man, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at this. David is catching Marco. So Marco took tires, and David took tires. Marco's pit stop was about 3 seconds longer. Both of them just got off tracks again. I'm thinking it's off track, meaning they kind of went off track, but maybe not far enough to give them a off track penalty. But I don't know. David's on the march, man. The DG team captain is like there for the win here at the end of the race. I mean, he's still got 20 minutes to go, 19 minutes, but oof. This is where it gets interesting. Marco's going defensive. Drew's trying to break the toe. Uh-oh. I was going to say, you almost lost your drone in the trees. All right, so you're David. You're sitting behind Marco, who's been leading every lap of the race, minus when Bastian did it, right? And do you take it sooner than later, or do you just stay there and force the pressure on him?
I'm gonna stay there and save my car to the last 5 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do. Just sit right there, follow behind you. I mean, you're not like conserving fuel, but if you push a car, you can use it up in about 5 laps. So just kind of sit back there, let him use up his stuff, keep the pressure on. Yeah, I hope he just drives in the sand at some point, and you get a nice easy pass.
Yeah.
Other than that, wait till 5 minutes to go, and just it's all out at that point. And ooh, see, almost.
And these prototypes, they have hybrid energy in some of them. So I don't know exactly how that gets deployed and regened. Certain cars do it differently. I know in the older prototypes, some of them regen on deceleration, and some of them only regen on braking. So I don't know what that means for them when it comes to trying to overtake. So this will be interesting to see. Everyone's look at they're staying right behind it. Give us all the slipstream. We need to hire a new drone operator for that extra camera.
To hire a guy that sets up the the camera towers. Why are you in the woods?
Yeah.
Still, the fastest lap is held by Marco. He's got that bonus point headed his way thus far, 136.9. Both of these drivers have been about a half a second or more slower than that on the last lap. So they're definitely keeping things tidy. They're not pushing like quali laps or anything. But look at this, Eric. Oh wait, that's Jakob. Jakob's is he a lap down from Eric? I guess he is. Okay. He's going to be, yeah. Eric Hallsband, look at him. I really hope he wins so we get to talk to him. Now, remember, he is not pit yet. So, does he have the fuel? I mean, 115-degree track and he's still driving on those tires. So, he's either taking nice and easy. See what's his gap right now? It's 18.8 seconds. It was just 20, so he's being held up just a little bit being behind the BMW, but I wrote that number down. I just want to see if his times start falling off. His last lap, a 1:48.9. Tobias was almost a second faster, 9/10 faster. If he goes a second a lap faster, he's not going to have enough time. So, I wonder if Eric can make it. I don't know about the fuel situation in some of these cars.
Or how they drive them and save fuel. Mr.
Yeah.
Taylor crushed everyone's hopes and dreams last night by having, I think, 0.0 when he crossed the line, but he had exactly enough fuel to make it. And I'm like, there were like 4 people behind you going, run out of gas. Come on, just run out of gas.
Oh, there he goes.
Well, Hallsman definitely is going to go get more gas.
And he is going to lose that lead because that is definitely the pit stop is about 22 seconds with tires. Tobias, I don't think Tobias took tires, which might be why he wasn't closing the gap as quickly. His was only 15 seconds. So I'm wondering what's going to happen here. David Hertling is running in second, and he's right behind Tobias, only by a second. So maybe David Hertling will have a chance to get this one back. Vincent running in third, having a pretty good race. Making that Cadillac look nice. I really like that blue and white that Boasted uses, or Boasted. Boosted is what I meant to say.
They boast about their boosted liveries.
Oh,
Come on now. You know I'm quick.
come on, you can do better than that.
I'm not just quick on track.
Wait, who said you were quick on track? Oh, because you got to lead half a lap in one race.
That's right. That's right. I read half, and actually I got the lead. Technically a whole lap, even though it was the same section of the track, because I got the lead back.
Oh, here we go. David made the move. David set the fastest lap of the race last lap. Oh,
I knew that was about to get bad.
Oh, no.
I'm hiring a stewarding crew, by the way. I'm going to take a vacation, and I'm hiring a stewarding crew.
Oh, man. All right, we'll have to go see this overtake. The last lap, David Carpathian set the fastest lap by a tenth of a second. All right, into Lesmo. Okay. Oh, yeah, coming out of the chicane. Okay. Oh, yeah, he goes way over the curb, gets himself all out of whack. And that's fine. David gets the lead. He goes a little wide. Oh, and now Marco says, I'm going to get in there. Now, is he there in time for the corner? Yeah, he's there. But I think what happens is he goes all the way out thinking he cleared him. He thought he cleared him. I mean, David can't go any more over without getting a penalty. Ah. Wow.
Yeah, you got to leave that line open even if you are clear of the guy, just in case. That's just, we see that so many times of just, oh, I got him. Well, you almost had him. I've had a car wreck in real life where the officer said, you made the corner, but you did not finish the corner.
Did David give the spot back? Okay, so why wouldn't Marco have pit? I mean, it says David pit, but he was only in there for 3 seconds, so he never took. Oh, his last pit stop was 3 seconds. Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't take tires or fuel.
Definitely looking like some damage.
Bink.
Yep. They just pull the fender out and you're back on your way.
Oh. I mean, he hit the wall, didn't he? It's this. It would be his drive. It would be the driver's side. Well, these are in the middle, but the typical driver's side is where the damage would be, because it looks like that's where he hit the wall. No. He hit the wall on the passenger side, on the left side of our. I thought he may have hit the wall with the side of the car, but so he got lucky. Wow. Well, that sucks. David was having a great battle with him. And now David's 13 seconds from Marco, which is really strange because how did he get into the pits and back out and only have a 13-second gap? Oh, I guess because Marco was busy trying to get the car back up and going, I guess. Yeah. Vincent 6 seconds from those guys. I mean, you never know. He is. Look at him. Those pink lights are starting to fill up his mirrors.
10th here, 10th there. Yeah, we're trying to figure out if that's like something you select in the game with the lights, or if it just does that. Because it always looks like the lights are on, like they're doing some weird thing.
Well, like the Porsche GTP car, when it goes into the pits, they turn purple or pink, and then when they come out of the pits, it goes back to white or off.
Yeah, it's just weird. We watched it last night. We couldn't figure out, was it like a rain thing? Is it this? You know, his aren't flickering like the other guys. They were like doing all these like motions. So, no idea if you can set that or if it just does it when it feels like it, or if it's.
Oh, I'm with you. Okay.
The lights are pixelated. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You never know what Pix is doing behind the scenes. He's latent all kinds of stuff.
Oh my god. So Tobias only ahead by a second. This is far from over. There's 8 minutes left in this race. Anything can happen. And David Hertling was leading this race until the two of these guys got together. And David's coming back at him.
Yeah, I'm going to say for every ticket right now, y'all need to make better choices on where you try to make a pass. I'm just going to say that right now about most of them. I don't even care who's at fault. Make better decisions.
So last lap, David Hertling was about 0.2 slower than Tobias. So let's see what this looks like when they cross the line now and see if he looks visually like he might have fallen off this lap a little bit, the Porsche, but let's just see when we get there next times. All the way down to the timing line. Yep, I can see, there we go. So 0.2 slower, but that was David Hertling's fastest lap of the race right there, was his last lap. So he's going faster than he's gone before, but Tobias still went. Oh, actually, Tobias went 0.3 a lap slower that lap, or close to it. So this is interesting to see, can David get there? And there's a little extra traffic. Understood.
That was a lot of points for everybody. I mean, look at how many incident points can you get in a race? Good Lord.
Well, it's unlimited, but 18. Yeah, there's something wrong with how the system. I think the system is calculating practice and qualifying along with the race.
But still, even if he only had half those, he would have gotten a penalty, right? So if it was, let's say it's wrong, but let's say he only got half, then that would be a massive incident point still.
Yeah, Tobias and David and Marco, they all have really high-looking numbers. So the good news is when we get the actual race results from the sim, it will tell us exactly what, exactly how many incident points they had. In fact, when we do the scoring on and you look at all the scoring, each race shows the amount of incident points that the drivers got during that particular race. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that turns out. Oof! David's like, excuse me. That's 4 laps over the GT3 field now. Or this actually would end up being 5, I think. All right. 4 minutes. What can David do? Tobias had his best lap last lap, and David was 10th faster, but he's just not putting anything into it. And it may be that Ferrari just has a little bit more straight line speed, or he's making less mistakes. Or it could be a combination of both those things.
It's probably both. He is a good multitasker.
Oh, Youssef said his stuff disconnected. He had an equipment malfunction.
Oh, that's not good. Maybe David can say, hey, McLaren, get up here and push me. And here's Hannum looking for, well, let's see, that's Jack Linder. That's for 5th position right there. Less than 3 minutes to go, plus or minus a lap. It's getting heated out there in that for that first place. We still 1 second, 2 seconds is easily overcomable in a few minutes if somebody makes a mistake. But Marcos somehow magically still is leading the race after the incident with David. And I say it's magic because David pit, but still, like, that after the incident that he still remains in the lead. That's, hey, there's your blinky lights. Is that what you were talking about on the Porsche?
Yeah, they're just a flickering. See, that's what I mean. Is he doing that?
Oh, that's the disco button.
Right. There's got to be a button.
You map it to your wheel, then you can hit the disco button and it plays all lights. It's kind of like when you have a Tesla. You can make it dance and play music and lights. Oh, wow, that was a pretty good overtake. Hannah moves up into the 5th place spot. Yeah, look at this. Tobias is walking away from now 2.5 seconds. There's just nothing left in that Porsche. Maybe David is fuel saving. Maybe he doesn't think he's going to make it to the end. I don't know.
Better when we know, but we never know.
Yeah. Now, folks, when we come to the end of the race, I'm going to take just a moment to review the official race results before we invite the drivers in for the broadcast, just in case the sim made a change to it. So we'll try to get the de facto winner, not the presumed winner, in here. A lot of flashy lights as these drivers are making their way through the field. There's Vincent Viscioni, and there's Joseph. So in the GTP class, David Carpathian does have the fastest lap of the race, a 136 flat. So he's looking good. Here's for 5th. Not this time. Not this time. This might be the last lap. Where's the leader for GTPs right now? Is he just coming out of Ascari, or is he right behind these guys? I think Marco's right behind these guys. He is. So we may see. The race timing is over, so when he comes to the line, that would be the end of the race. So I think, oh man, this is the worst time ever for him to be catching these two. Eric is, or not Eric, Jack's like, come on, man. And Hannum is just like, crap. So that battle for 5th, alive and well, between the Porsche and the AMG right behind the leader here. So he goes into Ascari for the very last time. Presumably, he will get the checkered flag when he comes across here. Unless Barney's just feeling antsy and gives him a white flag.
Yeah, I've learned to wait and see and then make my decision on if the race is over or not.
Yep, here comes the checker flag. I see it. I see it, see it, see it. Woohoo, way to go. Marco Teleski gets another win. Way to go, my man. Good job. Here comes Jack. He'll get in 6th with Hannum getting that 5th place spot. P2 is going to be for David right there. And he'll have the fastest lap of the race for his crew. The first place in GT3 is just out of Ascari now, heading down to the final corner, and he's got plenty of room with that Porsche in the background of David Hertling. So David Hertling won last week, but not this week. This week belongs to Tobias. He has a much better finish than his P4 from last week, and he gets the win. Congratulations. Nice job. David Hertling will come home in 2nd, and that final podium spot is going to be long to the man, Eric Halsband. Here comes Bastian across the line with no gas, it looks like. P3, Eric Halsband. I thought he was going to win this race at one point until I realized he hadn't pit. But he did it. That was some good racing, my friends. That was some good racing. Yep, I'm waiting for it to pop up for me.
I can always do some, and I want to emphasize quotations, capital, bold, unofficial results. Yeah, we are checking. So right now we are unofficial. Marco Televisky will bring home the win in the GTP class over David and Vincent Visconti in your top 3. Bastian in 4th, Tobias Sek 5th, David Hertling in 6th, and Eric Halsband will be your top 3 in the GT3 field. Dennis Jan in 8th place, almost said 5th, Hannum Du in 9th, and Jack C. Linder, who I'm pretty sure does own a lending company, because it's just, there's no way he doesn't, rounding out your top 10, because it just so sounds like a lending company. Like, if he's not in finance, something's missing here. Brandon Devine in 11th, Jordan Butler in 12th, Jakob Fury in 13th, Marcus Cullum in 14th, Sajin in 15th, Joseph in 16th, Scott Edwards 17th, Rafael Rodriguez 31 laps down, so I'm assuming he did not finish, in 18th.
Yep, I just checked it myself, so I sent some invites so we can have a little chat with Marco and Tobias once they get in here. Yeah, we do have to do that. What's interesting for me is that it only shows that Marco had 8 incident points. So clearly, what's happening with what we're getting and what's happening with what's in the sim are two entirely different things. So, but David Karbachian does pull down the fastest lap, so not too bad. Hey, they're both here. Should we bring them on in? Let's go have a little chat-see with the guys. Tobias gets it done. Hey.
Morning for you guys.
How you doing, man?
I don't know. I hope I'm still alive. Not sure. Mostly melted now.
Well, you've won 2 races out of 5 now, so you can't be doing too bad.
We'll see about that. I'm not sure about this race. It was a weird one. Definitely will have to have a look at what happened
unofficially, Unofficially, that's 3 podiums out of the 5 races that you've been in, and 2 of those, this one included being a win. However, obviously there was an incident earlier in the race that I am certain or sure that will be reviewed. Oh no, wait, no, that wasn't you. That was someone else.
For me, David. He has a German flag for some reason. I'm not sure if he's German heritage. It would be David then, but maybe it's David.
I don't know. I want to talk about you though, because you won a race.
Came. Well, not much to talk about except for that situation, I guess, because the race was kind of boring. Not too many cars around. Obviously, taking it as easy as possible, just because I don't want to push as well in that heat. I have to admit that as well. Not really pushing, but it's the same temperatures in here as it is on the track. And I'm
how was that?
Not a real racing dude. I can't imagine how they survive like 70, 80 degrees for hours and hours, and then they're in the racing overall, fireproof underwear, all that kind of stuff. That's absolutely amazing what they're putting off.
Well, that's why we race on computers, buddy.
And even though we're still melting, unfortunately, no AC for the German guys.
So how were the tires for the race? Everyone took them, but I wasn't sure if you did. Did you take tires?
I took a new front left tire, and I do think David might have taken a couple of more, because there should have been no way he ended up right next to me.
Yeah, you were in the pit 7 seconds less than he was, so...
Okay, that makes sense then. So he probably took all 4 tires, and I only took 1. And that's also why he was struggling so freaking bad in the chicane. We made contact in the first chicane already, because he just got no traction probably then. That would make sense, and then obviously that would explain what happened in the second chicane, unfortunately, where we both kind of modified our cars a little bit.
Modified your cars. That's a nice way to put it. We modified our cars. Okay. I gotcha. Well, overall, you spent a lot of time out there just carving through the track, just trying to get the times in, and you were there for when it counted. So,
yeah, just tried not taking that much out of the tires, trying to take out as little out of it as possible, staying out of draft, because that ruins your tires as well. And then, yeah, just waited to see if anything happens. And unfortunately, something happened.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens later on, right? We'll see what the stewarding department says about all of that. I already see. It's not for you, but I already see some tickets popping in. So we'll see how it goes. So, all right, well, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying fair enough. Obviously, nobody likes ending up in the wall, and we all know iRacing unfortunately has its limitations.
Of course.
Where unfortunately sometimes crashes do happen that would just have no consequences in real life. You bump cars a little bit and all is fine. You just go on with your life. Here you got iRacing Clue, and off we go into the wall. So unfortunate for him, but he was doing an amazing job. I hope it wasn't as hot for him as it was for me in here, because he was like 2 or 3 tenths faster on the straights, meaning he had less wing on the car, and then still managing to get through all the chicanes, and specifically Lesmo 1 and 2. That's quite impressive.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, congratulations, man. And
Thank you very much.
We'll catch you next week. How are you feeling about Sebring?
Always love a bit of Sebring action. Awesome track.
Yeah, it's a really good track.
Like it a lot more than Monza, which is just straight braking, kind of repetitive and boring. But Sebring is really one of those where you have a bunch of different car dynamics going on throughout the lap, where it's really entertaining for the driver as well, even if you're just hot lapping, and even so more if you're in the middle of the pack. It's quite fun because you have many options, many lines.
Yep.
We can experiment with. So looking forward to that one. Hope.
Yep, I'm excited for
that
one too.
Show up for that one as well.
That's the one on the calendar I'm probably the most excited for, because it's just a great track with so many places for overtaking and whatnot. So, all right, congratulations, man. Any shout outs before we let you go?
Today, I have to say shout out to all the guys that have been nabbed best blue flag behavior I've seen so far. Super clean, really good communication on track. Absolutely appreciate that. That was really awesome. And obviously, shout out to my team. Great podium for us in the GTPs as well. P4, I think, for bench as well, and Basti as well. So two podiums, 2 P4s. Awesome weekend for us.
Yep, that's a good one. All right, take it easy, man.
You guys do. Bye-bye.
All right. And Marco is here. Oops. What was that button? What's going on, man?
Hello. How are you?
Good. That had to be kind of a heartbreak move coming out of the Lesmos and having some contact there. And then the fortunate part of David pitting for damage to the car to get you the lead back on the race. But besides that, how was your race? And you can, of course, feel free to talk about that too.
My race was, I think, one of the worst feelings I've ever had on iRacing. The car was not great. Track conditions didn't suit me. So, and that incident with David, I reviewed the replay and I can see that I drift into the side of him. I tried to leave space. But yeah, the Acura on traction is not really stable, especially in this race. So I apologize to David, and he did deserve the win. I did not, with the amount of mistakes that I did today, and yeah, it was an unfortunate moment, to be honest. I did not want to cross the line in first like this, and if he protests it, fair enough. Like, he deserves the win, like I said. So yeah.
I'm with you. I mean, it's really hard driving on lava, right? Like that track was so hot today.
It really was. Like I said, I felt like the tires were melting at the end of each stint, and at the end of the race as well. Like, the tires were nowhere. Just insane how little grip there was on the track today.
Yeah, it was a lot. Well, it wasn't a lot. It was a little, I guess. I don't know.
Plus, I was running with not a Monza setup. I was running with a different setup for a different track because I didn't find a Monza setup. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and bounce back for next week. So
that seems like a reasonable thing to do, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be some good points that that the few of you that were here racing get, so that helps give you some better points going into the championship. If things stay as they are, that moves you up to 4th, just 1 point behind David, who stole the fastest lap from you a few laps before the end of the race, from for a bonus point. So you guys are separated by, well, unofficially by 1 point for third place. So
yeah,
whew.
I think every driver's goal is to catch Sam at the moment. Now that he's missing this round, so
Yep. Oh, I meant to ask, did you have damage from that incident? Did you hit the wall?
Yeah, I did. I had damage on the right section and the middle section of the car. Cost me, I think, like 4 or 5 clicks in straight line speed, but nothing too major. That's why I didn't pit.
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, I swear you hit the wall, but you just kept on driving and your car looked normal. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, congratulations again. That's it's a race win. You came across the checkered line first, right? So
there's that. Yeah.
There's that. All right. Any final thoughts or shout outs?
Well, shout out to David, because I feel like in that second stint, he out of nowhere, like as I came out of pits, when he pitted, he was like 5 seconds ahead of me, and when I came out of pits, he closed up to like 0.5. So his second stint was insanely fast. Shout out to my team as well. None of them could make it today, unfortunately, but they were with me like during the race. So yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, congratulations, man. Good job.
Thank you, man. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Have a good day. All right. So, wait, where did Fry go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, that was
apparently I went somewhere. I don't know why I went somewhere, and then I was back.
I was grabbing Marco to open the door for him, and then he at the millisecond before I clicked to grab his name, he left. So I guess I grabbed you and threw you out of the room, and I just thought I'd drag you back in here. So anyway,
it's like you threw me out, but you didn't let go, so I just went right back in.
Rubber banded you.
I think it's important to recognize David Carpetian's race. He had
for sure,
an amazing race, and how many positions did he gain? Well, because he fell.
David Hartling?
David Carpetian. Before all the stuff with Marco, he had a really good race. Really, really good race. A bunch of battles. So shout out to David, and of course shout out to Marco, because recognizing and accepting that he made a mistake and that he shouldn't be at the top of the podium takes integrity. But David did have a really good race. Overtook a lot of cars, and I think he started P3, and
he started P2.
He started P2. Then he went back a couple of places and then regained them, and had a huge gap that he eliminated to catch Marco before the incident.
Oh yeah, he was friggin' moving, and he took the fastest lap of the race. You know, like with like 6 laps to go. So yeah, he had pace like crazy. So yeah, it was a good race for David too. Good job, David. Yeah, we'll see how things turn out. Everything was unofficial. Yeah,
I think we know what's going to happen. So, like he said in the chat, sadly he's not gonna be able to celebrate on top of the podium, but it happens. That's also racing. It happens.
Yep. Indeed. Well, all right, Fry. Any final comments on the race from you? Because I thought this race was pretty great. There's a lot of good battles to be had, and some there were some pretty amazing overtakes that I saw under braking, which was pretty cool. So
yeah, it was definitely interesting. Not looking forward to the after effects of going through some of these reviews on the race, but over and all, you know, if I could even talk, Monza does not disappoint, and never does. It's always an exciting track. So I'm sure some people are glad it's over, and some people are ready to move on to the next track with some motivation. And, don't forget to check us out tonight, as yours truly will be in total domination form, driving a Mustang around Road Atlanta and just winning.
Fry's
I've
already
been
moving on.
talking a lot of S all week long, so don't forget to bring your pledge and your rags, because y'all about to get dusted.
Yes. Okay. This is for you. There you go. You can do it. Let's see if you can make it happen. I will be bringing that race live to you later this afternoon and or evening, depending on where you are. And yeah, round 8 at Road Atlanta in GT3 cars. So we'll be bringing that'll be a lot of fun. So hope to see you all there. 7 p.m. Eastern is when we will start. Again, thanks to our folks at Peacey Systems, one of our official sponsors here for GT Champions. Go check them out at peaceysystems.com and let them know that you heard about them here, please. And then, of course, thanks to the folks over at Origin Micro for being our global sponsor here at GT Champions and providing the support that we need to help bring you guys these great events. And big shout out to them. Go visit them at originmicro.com. All right, I'm Chris. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks, Fry, for being here. And as well, Pix, thank you for being here. Eitan, have fun with whatever it is you're doing out there. And folks, we'll see you for World Cup tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Then next Saturday, we'll see you again for the next round at Sebring here for the IGTS. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
Peacey Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, Peacey Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, Peacey Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact Peacey Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.